I've been coming here for longer than I can remember. I think maybe 30 years, primarily for music workshops. I should say this is the only music workshop I've ever been to where nobody complains about the food. We come here year after year. We're welcomed like members of a family that loves to be together, really enjoys each other's company. And it's such a treat to be here. I'm from Manhattan, which is small, crowded, noisy. This is exactly the opposite. It's a place of beauty. It's a place of clean air, wide skies, bird songs, and you have no idea what a treat it is to be here for a weekend.
Our group has been coming here from Yale for, at least I've been working with them for the past 7 years. And it's so easy to work with everybody. The staff is amazingly warm and friendly.
I love being a facilitator at Wisdom House because the people who come to the workshops are so wise and humble and offer me so much. I come here and I grow, and it's such a gift to me. I also really love that Wisdom House has supported me teaching workshops that I'm interested in. Then I can come here and be a passionate and engaged workshop presenter.
Hi, my name's David Tate. I teach a course at Yale University School of Management on interpersonal and group dynamics. And we take students to Wisdom House every year on retreat for a weekend. And we come back year after year because it's an environment that allows folks to just disconnect from their regular lives and to engage in deep conversations about how we can be better together as human beings. How can we create more effective relationships with one another and develop wisdom in how we choose to interact in the world with other people. And it is a restorative place. It's a beautiful environment. The food is wonderful. The staff are terrific. And I couldn't imagine going anywhere else for this kind of work. So thank you, Wisdom House, for all the many years of support with our work and that of many other folks who are seeking wisdom and clarity in the world.
There's one very special element that I and my friend love, and that's the labyrinth. Walk down a hill, the 7-ring labyrinth, and then has beautiful views with the valley below and the trees. A very serene, sublime, peaceful. It's a nice escape from the city. One can breathe easily here.
Guild for Spiritual Guidance comes back to the Wisdom House because it is our home. It's a spiritual home. We have become rooted here. We always feel welcome here. And it's a place where we instantly feel peace. There is a certain peace, a certain presence here that we all benefit from.
The men's group first started during the pandemic in autumn of 2020. And I think probably no one else was here. And so normally, I guess, there's a minimum requirement to stay in the farmhouse, but since there was nobody here, we were able to come. I forget how many of us there were. And there was kind of this immediate affinity because of all the space that's here and the welcoming nature of the staff. And in prior venues, I guess, we had to go shopping and do cooking or go out to eat, and that took away a lot of time that we could use spending together. And so for that purpose, it really meets our need, and the property around here is beautiful. And so I think everybody immediately caught on to that, and so we've been coming here ever since. I think twice a year, and it's now we feel like, you know, this is our second home, and the kitchen staff is wonderful, and the food is wonderful, and sometimes when there are other groups here, we like to talk to them and see what they're doing. So it's it really works out, and Seth, who's sitting next to me, says it's the best place that we've had from all of our retreats, and we were just talking about them yesterday. How many were there? Like 16?
14.
14 or 16?
After over 32 years we've been together.
Yeah, so of all of those places that we were talking about, I agree that this really is probably the best one.
It feels like home. It's comfortable. The food is fabulous.
Margaret.
Yeah, all the staff are welcoming, and they know us, and they anticipate our needs and exceed our expectations.
And the grounds are beautiful. It's always so peaceful to drive up the road and then see the building and then know the labyrinth is down the hill, and everything's just pretty and gorgeous, and we have fallen in love with the farmhouse, and it's just really welcoming, really welcoming. And the staff, like you and Katie, who are just so accommodating, and help us with everything we need.
The combination of spirituality and creativity, this space, more than any other I can think of, really fosters that symbiosis, which as a writer, I really find inspiring. And then secondly, the quiet, like when we actually do the writing portion of the workshops, the quiet feels really deep and profound here. It gives us a place I'm able to really write in a way here that I find is like more reflective than what I usually do. I think it truly is a retreat space. I usually can forget about the outside world. When I'm here, it's just like it's its own little, I don't know, there's just like a vibe here. Maybe it's all the women that have been through here spiritually, I don't know, but yeah, that with the arts, I think some of the nuns must have combined that, but it's just great.
I'm John Donahue. I'm the board chair for the Piper's Gathering, and we've been coming here for at least 10 years. And the reason we like Wisdom House so much is the beautiful location, the wonderful facilities. It's very helpful to have a place where people can stay, where people can get meals, and we can also run the workshops and other events that we're having for our organization. And of course the people here are tremendously friendly, really flexible. They help you in everywhere they can. So it's simply a delightful venue for us. And as I said, we've been coming for years and we plan on coming back again.
I wanted to say that I've been coming here for maybe 25 years, and what draws me to come and to come back is the fact that this has always been a spiritual place, and the people that run it are open-hearted, and there's this feeling of a tradition of spirituality which allows for all kinds to join. And so that's something I really appreciate about Wisdom House.
I think it's remarkable, the interfaith, ecumenical character of Wisdom House. And so all these different folks from all these different traditions are able to come together. It's like a circle that can hold all of these different cultural traditions and spiritual traditions. And the Zen Buddhists have been coming for a long time. I think the first Zen retreats in the US were here, which is amazing. So, and the other side of it is, as Roshi said, the women who've received us have always been so open and kind, and we've always felt like we were in family.
And the food is very good.
Visiting Wisdom House Retreat Center, I think when I speak about it to my friends, I say they're a great example of broadening our tents, as they say. They welcomed everyone. They've made some changes. They were open to people of all faiths.
there's a very deep respect for everyone who comes, and you can feel the power of the prayer from many years that has happened here. And I think when I arrived yesterday, I realized again, people who work here are very valued, and so they're able to pass that on. Through COVID and changes and a different world today, they're a real example of what dialogue can do, what openness can do. So thank you. I'm really grateful to be a part of it.
From the Institute of Core Energetics, we are so grateful for Wisdom House. Over the past 10 years, we've held our retreat trainings there, 5 weekends a year, and the Wisdom House has never been anything but gracious to us. Fantastic staff in the kitchen and the housekeeping and maintenance. Everyone has always been so wonderful to us, and we are very grateful that we can have a space like Wisdom House to hold our trainings at. We wish you a very happy 75th anniversary, and we hope to continue our relationship with you into the future. Congratulations.
Deep peace and every goodness. I'm Bishop Brother Mark, and I'm a Franciscan in the Companions of Francis and Clare, and I'm so glad to be celebrating Wisdom House for their 75th anniversary. I've been coming here for over 20 years, first as a retreatant, and then as a facilitator. I guess I've been facilitating since 2017 when Deborah Kelly started, and I have to say, you know, wonder enhances life, and Wisdom House is a place of wonder. I believe it's a thin place, if you know that Celtic term, where you can actually feel where heaven and earth meet, and there's a kind of energy and light that radiates. And between the hospitality of the leadership and the staff and, well, the wisdom from all the prayer, I mean, people have been praying here since the late 20s. And so I'm adding my prayers to theirs for the 75th anniversary and for 75 and even more years going forward. Blessings to everyone at Wisdom House and to all who come here. Thank you.